Hey, this is episode 17, Studio Practice, your no bullshit resource for those things that animate the artist and designer studio. In this episode, I'm going to make the case against the global influence of Dutch graphic design. I'm not here to make a case against the alpha wolf, the apex predator, the fathers and mothers, the ballers, the shot callers and ass kickers, the Wim Crowells, Irma Booms, Karl Martins, and Richard Neesons. These designers are progenitors, not progeny. They're the fathers and mothers of a movement, not the sons and daughters. This is a case against the yes men, bootlickers, toadies, flatterers, flunkies, lackeys, spaniels, doormats, stooges, and suck-ups who form the global collective of those influenced. I'm militantly against the global culture of practicing designer fanboys and sycophants who copy, ape, adore, and lionize Dutch graphic design, and here's why you should be against it too. In Dick Hebdidge's 1979 book, Subculture, The Meaning of Style, Hebdidge argues that style is ideological. Hebdidge focuses on the evolution of style within Britain's post-war working-class youth subcultures, the teddy boys, mods, skinheads, and punks. Hebdidge argues that the development of all subcultures follows the same trajectory. Subcultures form through common resistance to dominant culture. Dominant culture finds these groups radical and threatening. This invests the subculture with momentary power. Entrepreneurs commodify the style of the subculture. The subculture becomes available to the mainstream, and what was once subversive, rebellious, and radical is now contained, available, commodified, and commercialized. In graphic design, as in fashion, style is ideological. It communicates worldview and represents core values. These aren't simply a pair of shoes, they're a sign coursing with meaning and value. The form projects a worldview. Obviously, Dutch graphic design is not a monolith. It is not one thing. It is, however, at least in part, the result of a complex series of factors, including the unique Dutch culture from which it springs. Many of these cultural conditions are not in place in the United States, as an example. Here we see trendlist.org. While trendlist.org might more accurately be described as focusing on a new international style, it's undeniable that the work cataloged is heavily influenced by contemporary Dutch design. I want to make it perfectly clear that while I have absolutely no problem with the creators of this website, they are doing their thing and they're doing it well. The ethos, the attitude, and the methodology embodied by many of the users of this website is an arrow straight through the heart of the problem. The final sentence on the About page at trendlist.org says, quote, "Explore graphic design, inspire yourself, and stay trendy!" Exclamation point, close quote. That strategy seems to work pretty well in other areas of our culture. So what's the solution? It takes courage to find forms of representation that are not culturally understood. Form and content are inextricably linked. Graphic design is manifest in form. The form, the style of the work, represents your value system, whether you want it to or not. I have absolutely no problem with the Alpha Wolf Dutch graphic designer. If that's you, fantastic, you're doing great work. If not, find your own thing. Have the courage to find your own thing. And more importantly, to stand aside from the group an attempt to explore forms of representation that are not already assimilated into culture. For July 2016, my studio, the studio of Elliott Earls, is releasing this limited edition print entitled Cyclopical Power in a Culture Ruled by Narcissism Frontal. It is a companion to last month's print release, which is sold out. This print is in an edition of 10 signed and numbered prints. The prints measure 22 by 30 inches. They are on heavyweight Reeves BFK archival 100% cotton paper and are hand-pulled screen prints in 3 spot colors. The print is available at minislimited.com. Hey, it's late. I'm away from the studio, so I apologize. In advance for the quality of this video. During this segment, the lighting kit is not currently available. In the comments section from last week, I encouraged the viewers of this channel to give me insight into those things that either worked or didn't work over the course of the past 16 episodes. I received 2 excellent comments, one from Christopher Coate and one from James McClellan, so thank you very, very much for the comments. I'd like to encourage you to leave feedback here. Don't be shy. Also, if you enjoy this series, please consider subscribing. Hit the subscribe button. Believe it or not, it actually does help propel the channel forward. If you enjoyed this episode, here are a few more you might be interested in. In episode 10, I discuss how making problematic work is your responsibility as a designer or artist. In episode 11, I discuss time and quality issues in the studio, Oliviero Toscani, Hal Foster, and John Hartfield. Episode 12 is a monster, how to get paid in the art and design game, or a business model for aesthetic practice, while episode 13 is all about machining a limited edition sculpture. Till next time.